Hello. Welcome to another Joyful Gym with Audrey Joy. If you've been subscribing for a while, you'll recognize I'm not recording at my usual place, my office in Colorado Springs, Colorado. No, in fact, I'm in the home that my parents called home for the last 20 years in Hot Springs, South Dakota. I'm here to do all the things that are necessary to liquidate the contents of this house and get it ready to go on the market. I don't know why exactly, but my parents chose me to be in charge of all things mom in the event that dad preceded her in death. Given the fact that he was 10 years her senior, it was pretty odd. The odds were pretty high that indeed this would come into play. And due to her own failing health, mom is no longer able to participate in decisions. So of the four of dad's kids, I was the most rebellious in my youth. And I personally think the reason they chose me is delayed punishment for those bad decision-making years. I mean, you reap what you sow, right? Well, now to get an idea of what's in store for me for the next few days, you must first understand this house is 6,000 square feet. I have set aside the better part of a week to sort and organize and bring order to it all. And the idea is to get like things grouped together so that it will be easier for the auction company to create auction lots. I'm a couple of days into it, and so far I have successfully cleaned and organized their master bathroom, the master bedroom, and I've made a pretty good dent on their walk-in closet. I'm blessed to have the spiritual gift of administration. And for those of you who have been gifted in different ways, let's just say it's pretty easy for me to bring order out of chaos. Not that my parents' house is chaos. I don't mean to imply that. It's just there's a lot of stuff. Mom and dad were both collectors. Dad specifically collected John Deere tractors, the little ones, that are like a box size. In a bedroom or a room, it's not technically a bedroom, but it's a large room in the basement, there are 423 cataloged items. Most of those are tractors. And there's many things in the room that are not labeled or categorized. And what's crazy is though they're labeled and noted, they're not in order. Like number 365 sits on the same shelf as number 10 and number 63. And I know that number 39 and 40 need to go to my older brother, but I can't find them. And I'm banking on the fact that he knows right where they are and that he can help me. Mom collected dolls. I have not counted the number of Barbies, but I will before this is over. And there are probably hundreds of other types of dolls throughout the house. Most of them are in a large bedroom upstairs. They're on shelves. They're displayed. It's quite nice. But there are dolls all over this house. Mom not only collected dolls, she collected salt and pepper shakers, music boxes, stuffed animals, and all things Christmas. I mean, we could literally start our own Christmas shop with the amount of Christmas decor in this house and garage and outbuilding. It's a little crazy. My parents were both avid readers, and there are stacks of books in rooms throughout the house. Shelves of books, so many books, and good books, too. And then there's the boxes and boxes and boxes of papers, letters, magazines. The cedar chests full of my mother's special memories, love letters they wrote to each other, and have saved for years. I haven't screwed up the courage to read those just yet. I'll save those special readings for a day when I just need a break from the tedious work of organizing and moving books and stuffed animals around the house to a central location. But all joking and jesting aside, it's actually an honor to be chosen for this job. I'm making decisions about things that took nearly a century to accumulate. In fact, some things are older than that, as there are things here in this house that belong to my grandparents. And while only things, they represent my parents' life, my dad's life work, and the things that my mother valued. To their credit, though, they did sort through some things in the last 5 years. They threw out or gave away or or even just categorized several things in the last 5 years. And Dad did more of it than Mom. And when I would challenge Mom and encourage her to do more, she would say, why should I do that? Why should I go through everything when I know you're going to? And my response was, so I don't have to. It never really moved the needle, though. Well, that day has come. I have to. Ecclesiastes 3:6 says, there is a time to keep and a time to throw away. And I pray for wisdom as I go through my parents' life to know the difference. If you found value in this gem, hit that subscribe button at the bottom of your screen and share it with a friend. If you're not already a Joyful Gem subscriber, you can change that. You can email me at audreyjoy.thisisforme.com, or you can just log into my website, thisisforme.com. Be joyful.